Unlike what every other influencer company and person is telling you to do right now is the best time for you to grow your business. It's the best time for you to make a whole hell of a lot of money. Again, whether you own a business or whether you're working a 9 to 5, this is the moment you have been waiting for all of your life, or should be waiting for, to happen. It is a time when businesses of all sizes, when people of all incomes are struggling, expanding, contracting. They're doing a lot right now because there's so much going on throughout the world all the time right now, whether it's things I won't mention or other things I won't mention or more things I won't mention. There's a lot. And what you do during this time period will define your next 5 to 10 to 20 years. And that's what most people aren't thinking about. They're not thinking about the future. They're thinking about the next year, the next couple months. They're thinking about what's happening right now. And that is the biggest issue for business owners, whether it's offline or online businesses. And it's also the biggest issue for people working their jobs. You're so into here, you're not realizing the long-term humongous potential of where you can be if right now you do a few very important things that can change your life literally forever. If you're looking for something to change everything, to change your situation that you're in, to make a magical difference, this is it. This is that thing you're looking for to make a real difference. Other than, of course, what you can do in your normal life, the timing right now is absolutely freaking perfect. In fact, I am betting my entire business future on this. That's how much I believe in it. So what is this? It's the idea that in hard times, in a struggling, difficult time, that is when the vast majority of people and businesses really constrict their activity, they constrict their spending, and they dwindle in size and what they are doing to sell, be active, work, you name it. So when everyone does less and less and less, people think they need to be safe, people think they have to withdraw, people think they need to be very careful, which those things can be important. But during a downturn like we are in right now, this is when you, as someone who's working a job or someone who has a business, are able to expand farther than everyone else. Because what the marketplace does is the vast majority of people are set back. So anyone that stands out hyper scales and hyper grows their income or their business, because they aren't just growing, they're growing while everyone else is retracting, while everyone else is moving backwards. So this, again, a visualization. Normally in business, let's just say you're doing more, you have higher conversions, you're spending more money on advertising, you're doing things in your life to work harder, put more hours, you name it. This is you versus competition who are doing nothing. Now, imagine the entire marketplace is also going down. So it's a huge widening gap. It's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You know, that false narrative, that myth. It's because the rich get richer because they keep doing the things that will continually draw in success and continue propelling them forward for the long run. While the poor, quote unquote, usually do things that don't influence and that aren't going to help them mostly in the long run. By the way, I've been extremely poor twice in my life, so I know a lot about being poor. And I've also been fairly wealthy in comparative measures to what some people would compare or think to be wealthy. So I'm just letting you know that while the masses is telling you right now, you should stop your business, you should do less. There's a YouTube video I reacted to of a lady who's saying, everyone needs to buckle down, do less, stop what you're doing, prepare yourself. Yes, prepare yourself, be careful, but also expand what you're doing, expand your business. Everyone else is chopping off their own leg, they're chopping off their limbs, they're chopping off their head, because in the long run, the businesses that success is always seen in them is always from the businesses that rely on the long run and focus on long run thinking by doing as much as possible in the current time. So, again, whether you're a business, whether you're someone who's working a job, it does not matter, no matter your age, your gender, your whatever, you name it. Right now, I'm so deadly serious about this. It's, again, what I'm doing right now is I'm launching an entire new business. I don't care what's going on in the economy. I don't care what's going on throughout the world. I don't care what anyone else is doing. I see and realize that there's a place in the marketplace for the product or service I'm creating. And I also see that everyone else is doing less. Everyone else is creating less content. Everyone else is paying less on ads. Everyone else is saying you should stay back and do. No, this is the time for me and people who think similar to me to shine. And because you're doing this right now during the downturn, when the upturn comes, you will be so much far ahead of everyone else who cut back, quote unquote. Again, I'm not saying that if you're struggling that you shouldn't be careful with your spending. I'm not saying that if you're a business, you shouldn't be aware of where the industry is. I'm saying that you need to find a way, some way or another, to make this work and to make this work as fast and as efficiently and cost effective as possible. Because if you can during this difficult time, manage to stand out in an efficient and cost effective way and increase how much you earn at your job or in your business far more than your competition who's all coming back, you will absolutely prepare yourself for decades to come, years to come, for the future. You will be able to make so much money and help so much people get the results they need in their lives from your product and services or by performing your job that it's astounding. So please, please, please do not listen to the naysayers. Do not listen to the people who are trying to get you to take a step back. Do be careful, consider it. Do think for yourself. Do research more about what I'm talking about. Do your best to be critical of everything you hear, including me. But please also consider the overwhelming potential for you to keep moving forward. Just move forward more strategically, because moving back is only going to move you back even more. And if you're someone who's thinking, there's a lot of people who are thinking, oh, right now I can't really afford to do more, or I'm so busy, I'm too busy right now, I don't think I have more time to work more, or do more, or whatever. That is exactly why you must do more and work more. Because if you're already struggling now, how much more will you be struggling when things get worse? How much more will you be struggling when you haven't done the things you need to progress your life, business, income, you name it, for another year, another 2 years, another 5 years? How much less time will you have then? How much less money will you have then? How much less will you have then compared to if you made the sacrifices to move your life and business forward right now? So that's just a quick rant and thoughts. Not really a rant, it's more of strategic thoughts on how you should approach your financial future and your business's future if you have one. Because right now is primo number one time. During this crazy, crazy time we are on, this is when people make the most money. This is when people impact the world the most with products and services and goods that help and contribute and provide value in the world. It's when they can reach out and expand to marketplaces that are contracting, that are maybe even being obliterated. You have to be that specific example that stands out. And if you can do that, the world will be a different place because you did those things and decided, I'm not going to shrink, I'm going to expand, I'm going to do things more effectively, more cost effectively, and produce and scale forward. So those are my thoughts. I hope you have an absolutely great time listening to me. And if you disagree with me, I guess, leave a comment. Or if you agree with me, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on what I'm talking about. If you agree, disagree, think that I'm full of it, you name it, let me know. Feel free to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I appreciate you so much for listening. Have an absolutely amazing day, my friend.